Hi, I'm Mariana from Argentina. I will say some words about human rights in French. Integrity, amour, paix.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Cobello from the Philippines. And let's send our message to our leaders and our people loud and clear. Let's end poverty, climate justice, and human rights. Let's break down the walls that divide us. Long live international solidarity.
Hey, my name is Rizwan. I'm from Bangladesh. I want human rights for me. I want human rights for my family. I want human rights for my country. That's why I need human rights for a world. Thank you.
My name is Veronica Kete. I am from Cameroon. I am convinced that we can stop poverty by meeting the MDG goals, by eradicating poverty through the strategies of environmental justice supported by governments and institutions. This I believe.
Thank you all. Thank you for signing up on these banners, and thank you for all of you who made the noise already. We're going to ask you to make a lot more noise before we finish. This banner is going into the suitcase, which is going, I think, with us someplace soon, and you'll hear all about it. But I want to invite you all to join this action. And this action is a joint action by the Every Human Has Rights campaign and Amnesty International to put human rights at the heart of the MDGs, which is why you see the heart sign at the summit in New York this year, which is where this suitcase is going to. By signing this banner, you can tell world leaders that progress on the MDGs cannot be made while they continue to ignore the rights of the world's poorest people. Even the most conservative estimates, over 1 billion people around the world are being left out of the MDG process. And this makes a mockery of the commitments that governments made under the Millenium Declaration. Thank you. And each of you can remind governments that the price of failure is too high and that decisions in New York have real consequences for the worst off people in the world. Those living in extreme poverty, women who are dying in pregnancy and childbirth, though their deaths are preventable, people living in grossly inadequate housing and living conditions in slums, the millions of people who cannot access essential public services because of discrimination they experience, and the countless women who experience discrimination in every area covered by the MDGs. You can tell governments that they have to stop driving people further into poverty by violating their human rights. Governments won't end poverty until they cease evicting people from their homes, until they allow people to mobilize and speak out without fear of repression, until they address violence against women, until they're held accountable for what they do to realize the rights to food, housing, water, sanitation and education for those who are worst off in their countries. So you can ask governments to live up to their promises by putting human rights at the heart of the MDGs, by domesticating the Millennium Development Goals, building national targets where the global targets are just the minimum, and focusing on the excluded, by moving from promise to practice, by having policies, budgets and laws, by being accountable to their citizens, to parliaments, and by setting up accountability mechanisms. I can't promise that they will listen, but I can promise to take your message to New York with me, along with the voices of all of the people living in poverty all around the world, from Philippines to Ghana to Brazil, and the suitcase with the messages who are calling on governments to stop ignoring their human rights. What do we want? What do we want? Human rights. What do we want? MDGs for all. When do we want it? Right now. Okay, now you can say stand up in your own languages. Say stand up. What language you want to use? Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Yeah, super. Make a noise, make a noise, make a noise, make a noise. Stand up. Super.
I don't hear you.